On a breakaway, scores!
Big hit at the blue line.
And he got waffleboarded. What a save!
He shoots, he scores.
Drives in, score!
This is the Six Hockey.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the Six Hockey. My name is Simon Hendricks, joined alongside by my friend Sammy Brzezowski, and in today's U16 AAA GTHL matchup, we have a game between the Reps Hockey Club and the Toronto Young Nationals. Sammy, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Excited to watch a good hockey game, simply put, Buck Martinez. No, I am excited to see these two teams go at it. Both teams looking to make a bigger splash than they already have this season. Both of them still looking to get going a little bit. So both teams hungry for a win. Yeah,
that's exactly right. Both teams coming off of a tie in their last game. Looking to get one in the win column, but only one team can win. But right now, let's switch focus and take a look at the goalies for the Young Nationals. It will be the trusted hand in Cooper Deschamps. And for the Reps, it will be their backup goalie, Luke DeFonso, not Luke Lawson. The backup is also named Luke. Pretty tough on the coaches there for sure. But Luke DeFonso gets his first start of the year.
You have to assume Luke DeFonso goes by his last name because DeFonso is just a great one.
It's a great one.
It is a great one. I do feel like DeFonso is a great athletic goaltender, a little bit undersized, but he uses his speed across the crease to make strong athletic saves. Good positioning Luke DeFonso has as well. And then Cooper Deschamps, I mean, what can you say about him? Reliable goaltender, seems to be the guy over there. And I do think the goaltenders will play a big factor in this one.
Very well put, Sammy. And now switching focus to our players to watch, just getting right into this here. Who's your player to watch for the Young Nationals?
For the Young Nationals, I have none other than Joseph Chiella. Now, Chiella, he is a big-bodied defenseman, especially for his age. He's 15 and already 6'1", again, not fair, and uses that size accordingly, makes strong first passes out of the zone, has good defensive positioning, but isn't afraid to join the offenses at times as well. He reminds me of a Jake McCabe type player, you know, a guy you can rely on, and sometimes a guy you don't notice is out there, but that is always, and I've always said this, is always a good thing for a defenseman. If you don't know they're out there, they're doing their job correctly on the defensive side of things.
And now switching gears to look at the Reps Hockey Club. Who's your player to watch for this one? I think you went with a forward here.
I did go with a forward. I went with Carter Barrett. Barrett, he doesn't have a lot of flash to his game. He does have a lot of speed, some good hands. He has an ability to take the puck wide as well, good offensive mindset, but makes the smart play most of the time, and that's kind of what you need. He reminds me of a bit of an undersized, still time to grow, Anton Lundell. Again, nothing super flashy. He's not Patty Kane out there, but he's also not turning the puck over. He's no Mitch Marner against the Florida Panthers a couple years ago. He just makes the right play generally, and in doing so creates offense for his team. I think he'll be a factor in tonight's game.
Well, without any further ado, let's just take this right down to the ice. Reps and Young Nationals game is underway. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Six Hockey. Today we have a great GTHL U16 AAA division matchup between the Toronto Young Nationals and the Reps Hockey Club. As always, my name is Simon Hendricks, joined alongside by my man, Sammy Brzezowski. Reps coming off of a tie in their last game against the Mississauga Rebels, looking to bounce back with a fully earned victory in this one. Got the pink jerseys for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, looking great in the white and pink. And this game is underway. Sammy, how you doing?
I'm doing lovely. I'm so happy to be here between two competitive teams looking to make a splash. I'm excited to see the likes of James Guinea and Carter Barrett, see what their offense can do in this one.
That's right. And in that tie, it was James Guinea, Carter Barrett, Dylan Hancock, who were forces to be reckoned with in that game, generating a lot of offense, although it was only a 1-1 tie. Offense looking to score a bit more on those high leverage chances as that puck is dumped all the way within the Reps zone. Tipped out by Joe Dean. And that's intercepted in the neutral zone, but only for a moment, as is Joe Dean breaking into the zone. A nice little move, able to get a shot off, but that hits the side of the Nationals' net. Nationals trying to break the puck out of their zone, but that is picked up and cycled around the back of the boards. That's picked up by Schmidt for the Nationals, trying to cream that puck along the near side board area. Reps looking to break through the zone once again, and that's dumped. No icing, says the referee. He did, in fact, get to the red line, and that's Ryan Thompson for the Nationals, chipping it along the near side wall. Reps pick it up. Jodine trying to center for Hancock. Hancock with a backhand shot, and that misses the net wide. Jodine, he goes along the far side boards in a puck battle, 2v1 here against the Nationals defender, and that puck is able to cross that blue line, but it is picked up by the Reps. Reps looking to take it in yet again. That's Hancock. Hancock breaking the zone. Shot from the top of the circle, and that's a blocker save. And that puck is carried around the back of the net by the Nationals. And it looks like there will actually be a penalty on this play. I believe that was Dylan Hancock with the cross-check to the back of the defenseman as he goes off, and it will be an early power play for the Young Nationals.
And the Young Nationals here have a chance to get momentum under their feet, get their offense going a little bit, as they have been hemmed in their zone a little bit so far in this game. Just 2 minutes in, having a power play opportunity to catch your breath and get control of the pace is very important.
And that was a quick shot from Robert Zamet to open up this power play for the Young Nationals. An aggressive tone setting here for the Nationals as they have an early power play. And that's Shurik at the top of the zone. Shot on, scores! My goodness, Zachary Zurich with a shot from the point through traffic beats Luke DeFonso, and it is 1-0 early for the Young Nationals.
Zurich showing confidence on his shot, streaming in at the top of the circle and just absolutely firing that one behind DeFonso. What I like about the Young Nationals power play there, they did not waste any time. They wanted to fire pucks at the net. We saw the shot from Robert Zamet right away off the faceoff, and a second one there. I love a shot-heavy power play. Don't waste any time. Get pucks on net. Good things happen.
Oliver Hand, he collects that puck. A quick goal for the Nationals. A great way to start this game, wouldn't you say, Sammy?
I would say it's an excellent way to start this game. Never really a better way to start a game than scoring a quick goal, especially on the power play. Now, the Young Nationals, they can catch the Reps kind of flat-footed as teams, especially in youth hockey, sometimes are a bit delayed after a goal. You know, they feel the emotions of letting an early one in.
And that was almost a breakaway broken up by Alexander Hahn. A great job from him as the Reps. They try to collect the puck in their own zone. That's O'Connor as he takes it behind the net of DeFonso. Luke DeFonso, mentioning him for a moment here. He is the backup goalie. I'm sure he would love to have that shot attempt back.
Yeah, I mean, that was a tough one. There was a bit of traffic in front, and it was an absolute howitzer from Zurich.
And that's Deason breaking in, finding his man, Hancock. Unfortunately, that missed the net wide for the Reps. And the Nationals trying to break it out of their zone, but that's intercepted. That stretch pass did not go anywhere except on the stick of the Reps. Deschamps, he plays it around the back of his net. The trusted hand in in Cooper Deschamps, not Luke DeFonso. He started almost every single game except one here early for the Nationals. A trusted hand in net for them. And that pass is misfired as the Reps will go back in their own zone to chase the puck. Butler, he takes it around his own net, trying to find the streaking James Guinea, but that's intercepted at the blue line by the Nationals. Guinea doing a good job trying to stretch that puck, trying to get that puck in to the National zone. A chance here on the backhand, unable to get that shot through. And that's Butler. He has it at the point. That shot is blocked and taken out of play off the shin guard of Joseph Chiella and out of play for a faceoff. And it looks like it's coming all the way back into the Young National zone.
And the Reps, they need to calm themselves down. They're acting a little frantically, especially through the neutral zone, misfiring passes, just missing outreach sticks, and they just need to connect a little bit more, get themselves settled in this game. It's only one goal. It's a very long hockey game they have ahead of them. All they have to do is go back to their game plan.
And that was a quick face-off shot. You don't see too many face-off shot attempts nowadays. That was Dylan Hancock. You know he's their number one face-off man out there for an important offensive zone face-off, trying to even up this game early. That's Jodouin. He finds Hancock, but it rattles off of his stick, unable to corral that pass cleanly. My goodness, I can speak today. And it is Hancock getting denied by a bobbly puck and covered by Cooper Deschamps.
You can see they're employing the overload strategy, try to get that halfway point shot right off the face-off. 2 attempts in a row and 2 shots that went through to the net cleanly.
The Nationals trying to break it out of their zone, but the Reps doing a good job at keeping it in. A puck battle ensues on that far side corner and swung around for O'Connor, who takes it behind the goal line. Nationals trying anything to get that out. Unfortunately for them, not able to do so just yet. O'Connor, he sends one on net. That shot is almost tipped but goes wide. Reps able to pick it up at the blue line. Dumping it deep in. Along the far side boards, trying to center the pass. Unfortunately, that is picked up by the Nationals. Nationals go for a much-needed change. That is Kinsella who's dumping it in as he goes for a change himself. Reps get possession of it at their own blue line. A nice little move. Gives it to Hancock. Hancock, he's streaking in. Finds Powell. Powell trying to get a shot off, and that is misconnected. Misconnected. That's a great term. And that's a shot on from Carter Barrett, who is streaking in. A bit of a light shot, but just to get an offensive zone face-off.
Yeah, and I mean, it has been a great response here from the Reps. I like to see Michael Powell getting involved in the offense. I mentioned our last game. It seems like he has a breakaway once or twice every single game. We'll see what that speed can offer against a team like the Nationals.
You know, Carter Barrett, we have him here listed as a centerman, but he is in fact playing defense so far in this game today. A multifaceted player for sure, and that's Keegan McMahon. McMahon, he takes a way wide shot. I'm not too sure if he was just trying to send that to the middle of the ice. Either way, a shot that finds itself in the corner of the ice, and the Nationals trying to break free out of their zone. That puck is sent into the neutral zone, but sent right back down towards the young National zone. And it's the Reps cycling it down low, trying to center a pass, and that's swallowed up by Cooper Deschamps. Centering pass not able to find the stick of number 27, Keegan McMahon.
Yeah, and I think McMahon on that shot attempt earlier in the shift thought he had a young National right on his tail. He had way more time than he believed. But I like that his tendency and his instinct was just to throw it on net, get the puck deeper in the zone rather than turn it over at the blue line.
And yet another offensive zone faceoff won by the Reps, and that's Ben Butler sending it to the opposite side corner. Unfortunately, that puck took a bit of a too clean of a bounce there and pops right into the neutral zone, but the Reps maintain possession. Playing it off the side wall are the Reps. Trying to break it in. Nationals doing a good job defending that puck, making sure it's not dumped into their zone yet again. But the Reps able to maintain possession. And that's Zurich chasing after it, the lone goal scorer in this game. The Nationals trying to have any sort of offensive momentum for the first time since their early power play goal. Unable to do so. As the Reps, they look to push the puck through the neutral zone. And that is dumped in deep by Callum Mason. Reps, again, cycling it down low. We've seen them employ the cycle a lot this season. Seems like that game plan is sticking true early in this one. And the Nationals, they go for a change, as do the Reps, as that puck is dumped deep down the ice. As you see there to the right of your screen, number 18, Matthew Maw, the recent U15 call-up for the Nationals in this one. I'm sure he's trying to make a good first impression with this U16 squad. And that's Chiella taking it behind his own net. Chiella trying to get something going himself as he elects to carry it through the neutral zone himself. Chiella dumping it in on DeFonso. Guts the shot off. A nice easy save for DeFonso as Morgan. He goes to reclaim it in his own zone. Gives it to Butler. Butler, he scoops it. Oh, a nice little hop there as Kinsella was unable to grab that cleanly with his stick or his hand. And that goes right back to the zone of the young Nationals. Morgan, he has the puck and he dumps it down low. Reps applying a good amount of pressure early in this one as Jodine, he tries to find the far man, but unable to do so as the Nationals breaking out yet again. This game has gone a bit of a back and forth game since that first goal, wouldn't you say, Sammy?
Yeah, I think it's been a little bit more of the Reps pushing it into the young Nationals zone, but the young Nationals have done a good job at not allowing any grade A+ scoring chances. You know, there's been a couple opportunities in front of the net, but none that have really staggered the young Nationals, none that have staggered Cooper Deschamps, and that's all you can do against a team like the Reps Hockey Club that is so good on the forecheck.
A nice move from Ethan Saw, trying to center the puck for his man Lecroc, unable to find him as the Reps trying to push the puck the other way. But as the young Nationals, again, trying to find that headman pass, a good little tip from Zurich, the goal scorer. Morgan, he's in the corner for the Reps, trying to swing that around for O'Connor. O'Connor lays a nice hit, but the puck is still loose in the far side wall. A little puck battle ensues, and the Reps, they're no stranger to these types of puck battles in their offensive-defensive zone, and that puck is swallowed up by Luke DeFonso. A little Danny Heatley shot from the corner of the ice.
Going with Danny Heatley and not Sidney Crosby is certainly a great shout, but I like that DeFonso is getting himself settled back into this game, letting up a tough goal to start this one. It's not always easy, to get yourself collected and comfortable in the crease, but he does a good job at just swallowing that one, making it look easy.
Face-off won by the Nationals, shot on. That shot will not even matter, as there is a tripping call off the face-off. That's number 17, Reed Petco, going to the box.
Yeah, that's right. It looked like Petco was trying to stop Keegan McMahon to get to the Zamet shot. McMahon had the outstretched stick and had his body in the lane. And I like the idea, not letting him get to that lane, allowing the free lane to get to DeFonso, but you can't take that penalty in the offensive zone. And now a power play for the Reps, who have been controlling the pace of play.
That's exactly right, Sammy. And that will be none other than Keegan McMahon going back out there for the face-off. Do you think that was a little bit of embellishment on his part?
I think it may have looked that way. Originally, when I saw it, I thought so, but looking back in our booth here, you could see he just kind of caught his foot and he lost an edge, didn't see it coming. So happens to the best of us, but now an opportunity for the Reps Hockey Club to get something going. You see Daddario as the quarterback of this unit.
And that was a nice clearing by the Young Nationals, forcing the Reps to regroup, but they are able to push it through. That's McMahon streaking in, and he's sending along the far side wall. And that pass up to Butler. He tries to clear and dump it back into the zone, but a great clear from the Nationals, forcing the Reps to regroup yet again. So far in this power play, nothing going for the Reps, as we apologize for some technical difficulties here on our screen here, Live Barn. You know how much they love us, and we love them back. That's picked up by Colton Wilkinson, and he sends it all the way down the end of the ice yet again. This Reps team not having the best of luck with just over a minute to go on this power play.
Yeah, they got to find a way to get into the zone. I mean, credit to the Young Nationals. They're doing a good job on the zone entry and getting first to those pucks that the Reps dump in.
That is cleared yet again. That was Keegan McMahon trying to send one deep for his line mates to chase. Tough luck for the Reps, as they just can't get anything going. The Nationals doing a great job defending their own blue line, not allowing the Reps to break into their zone at all. As yet another dump and chase, and Cooper Deschamps, he's back there to play the puck. Bit of a risky play, fortunately for the Nationals, does not come back to haunt them, as that puck is sent way down the ice, just under 30 seconds left to go in this power play. The Reps not changing lines. That top unit of McMahon and Hancock are still out there with Ben Butler quarterbacking and Daddario as well. A chance here, but that play is broken up right in the slot. Maybe the best chance for the Reps so far this power play, but broken up cleanly by the Young Nationals. A nice move behind the net, but yet again, that puck is stripped off the stick, and that will conclude this power play. A great first penalty kill for the Young Nationals as this game remains 1-0.
Yeah, and there was nothing overly, pardon me, Simon, about their strategy on the PK. Nothing overly specific, They just were the first to the puck. They were not allowing them to enter in through the blue line. And once they got the puck, they didn't dipsy-doodle or anything. They just got rid of it right away. And that's what you got to do when you're PKing against a talented offensive team.
A rebound opportunity for the Reps, but that is sent wide. A nice hit below the line. That was Schmidt bearing the brunt of that hit behind his own net. O'Connor, he picks up the puck and dumps it deep into the opposite side. Nationals, that's Kinsella trying to get it out of his zone. Reps doing a great job holding that blue line there as they send it right behind the net of Deschamps. Schmidt, he plays it to his D partner. Kinsella, he forces it up the side wall. Another pass broken up by the Reps, only for a moment though, as the Nationals trying to break through. Zamet was as the forechecker on the puck as the defenseman for the Nationals change. Reps taking the puck up along the near side. A bad pass is intercepted by Kalen Schmidt. However, that's picked up by Guinea. Guinea trying to make a move, wraps around the net, looking for a centering pass. A tight shot from that far side goal line area is sent all the way out of the zone, and that's Morgan. Morgan, he finds his D partner as they go in and elect to carrying it through the neutral zone now instead of the dump and chase method that they've employed all game long. and that's the Rock dumping it on the net of DeFonso. Reps trying to build a breakout in their own zone. 3-on-3 forming here. Reps takes a shot from the top of the circle, swallowed up by Deschamps. That was number 27, Keegan McMahon. He's been all over the ice for the Reps so far in this one.
Yeah, McMahon, he is a focal point of this Reps offense. You often see him deep into the corners and deep into the zone. He's not afraid to get in the nitty-gritty areas, but he has nice hands and a great shot, one that we've seen him employ already.
A nice move there from Michael Powell. Unable to get that shot through, but a great move off the faceoff, dancing around a couple defenders. That's Morgan. He sends it deep down low. Powell, again, trying to generate something in the slot, unable to do so, but a great keep from Alex Morgan to hold that blue line, but only for a moment. And that's the Rock sending it in. Saw, he goes up for a shot, unable to get a great chance, though. No rebound there for the Nationals either.
And the Young Nationals may have got away with an offside there. That one looked pretty egregious, but the linesman's down there. We're up here. But again, I think the Nationals are lucky they didn't get a whistle there.
Nationals applying some pressure to the Reps early. I shouldn't say early in this game. For the first time in this game, it would seem like the Reps shot on, and that's high and wide off the shot. James Guinea, a nice one-time attempt, fortunately just goes above the crossbar. And that's Ethan Saw dumping it as the forwards go for a change. Jacob Abdikar is the forechecker for the Nationals as the Reps elect to settle things down around the back of their net. Reps looking for a breakout stretch pass. Reps, they're able to take it up. That's Hancock. Hancock driving alongside the near side wall, and that's a good save from Cooper Deschamps. O'Connor, he has it at the top. Finds Morgan. Morgan, his shot on. Save made by Deschamps as that puck is sent all the way around. That was number 18, Noah Daba with the shot. O'Connor, he drives in. Shot on from the top of the circle, and another easy save for Cooper Deschamps. A lot of, I don't want to say weak shot attempts, but a lot of just kind of floaters along the ice from the tops of the circles so far for the Reps in this one.
Yeah, a lot of low percentage shot attempts. One's just designed to get on net, perhaps get a face-off or get a deflection. We've seen a couple from the point, the turnaround shots. And that's not necessarily the worst thing. I always do say, put the puck on net, good things will happen. I'm sure I've said it already this game. But at a certain point, you got to wait for a better opportunity. You got to find a lane where you can create a little bit more of a dangerous threat, especially for a goalie as talented as Cooper Deschamps.
That's Kinsella. He's trying to headman that puck up the boards. That's kept in by Hancock. But that play is broken up in the slot. Nationals doing a great job breaking up plays and passes in that slot area. Reps unable to get anything going if it's not a weaker shot attempt from up top. The Nationals, that's Augustine breaking in for the Nationals. But that is a nice poke check from the defenseman O'Connor. A headman up the walls. That was Jodouin trying to break free, but a nice little poke check takes it to the Reps. And that's a big hit from behind, and that is going to get a call. That's right in the numbers. You can't do that.
Yeah, apologies for my reaction on that one, but that was, in so many words, a collision at the blue line. My goodness, to end the period, too.
Yeah, that is a very unfortunate penalty. To end the first period like that, you don't have any time left, and that is number 23, Joshua Jodouin, going to the box there. The coach can't be too happy with that one, but nevertheless, it is still 1-0 Nationals heading into the second period.
Yeah, and it represents an opportunity for the Young Nationals to take control of the possession in this second period. We were talking about how the Reps Hockey Club, they did a good job at getting the puck in deep in the national zone, not generating too many opportunities, too many grade A opportunities, but now the Young Nationals can flip the script and extend their lead.
And we did see early in the game a penalty was taken by the Reps, leading to an early goal from Zachary Jurek off of a face-off win. That only took place about 15 seconds into the power play, albeit an offensive zone draw.
Yeah, and I said earlier how they had a tendency to just shoot right away. And the Young Nationals, they're a team that doesn't control puck possession too much. We've seen they take advantage of the opportunities given to them, and that's exactly what they did there. it kind of is unfortunate for them that they can't start this period in the reps zone. That is one of the kickers there, getting a penalty right at the end of the period. It will start at center ice, but I mean, if they can get the zone entry, something that they were so good at negating when they were on the penalty kill, it can be a great start to the second period for them.
Obviously, Robert Zamet and goal scorer Zachary Zurich are out there to start this power play, and we are underway here in the second period with the Nationals trying to break into the zone. Puck is held at the Reps blue line, but is sent all the way behind the net of Cooper Deschamps as he goes around the back of his net to play the puck. And is picked up by the Nationals. Nationals looking to break in. Carrying it through the line and dumped in by Zurich. That's picked up by Zamet, and he swings it around, trying to find Zurich along the near side wall at the hash marks, but a puck battle ensues. A little 2-on-2 here, puck battle. And that is tipped for number 13, Larocque. His shot is saved by Luke DeFonso. A good opportunity early in this power play from Larocque.
Yeah, and that opportunity all because of that pinch from Colton Wilkinson. He saw that the puck was going to go to the near side boards just about at the hash marks, and he pinches it, puts his body against the boards to stop it from being dumped out, and generates that chance himself, gives his team the offensive zone faceoff.
That first power play unit still out there, and it will be Wilkinson taking possession as he sends it to his D partner, back to Wilkinson. Wilkinson down to Zurich. Zurich, he swings up top and switches position. Excuse me, that was number 13, Larocque.
And oh my, they did call that. I noticed a collision in front of the Reps net. I saw a National player go down. It looked to be that there was no call, but the off-cam ref put his arm up, and now 5-on-3.
Not a good position if you are the Reps.
No, definitely not, especially since the Young Nationals, once they've gotten it in the rep zone, they've done a good job at keeping it away from them. Having one less defender is never easy, especially with the Young Nationals. Like I said, they're going to be throwing what they have against the net.
A big puck battle behind the back of the net of DeFonso, and that is Larocque getting up to Wilkinson. Wilkinson, he gives it to Chiella, back to Wilkinson. Wilkinson down to the winger. As they switch positions, Larocque, he gives it to Wilkinson, one-timer attempt, and that goes wide and picked up by Chiella. Chiella, he holds the line, gives it to Wilkinson. Wilkinson back to Chiella. Chiella, shot opportunity, and that is tipped high and out of play for another face-off. Not only is this a 5-on-3, but this is a bit of an elongated 5-on-3 here with that penalty coming so close to the start of the period.
Yeah, that's right, and it just gives the Young Nationals more time to kind of wait and pick their spot. We do notice they have that tendency to shoot, but maybe on the 5-on-3 they'll change their strategy, try to get that grade A opportunity.
That faceoff is won, but it is kept in by Chiella as Wilkinson, he maintains possession. Down to Larocque. Larocque, he gives it over to Chiella. That shot goes wide. Reps still maintain possession around the back of the net, and that is a great clear from the Reps. They needed it, and they got it. As there's just over 10 seconds left to go in the original power play, but there will still be about a minute of 5-on-4 for the Nationals as they break it out of their zone. Pushing it up the way are the Nationals, and Chiella, he goes to chase his own dump in the corner around the back of the net. Nationals pick it up along the near side. Wilkinson has it at the top. He gives it back down to Larocque. Larocque cycles it through. Shot in tight. Centering pass, scores! The Nationals score yet again on the power play, and that's number 91, Zachary Zurich, potting home his second power play goal of the game, yet again coming off of the feed from Robert Zamet. What a power play this team seems to have.
Yeah, and that was a beautiful pass from Zamet, hitting the backdoor Zurich. And, I mean, it seemed like a matter of time on that power play. They had in the zone most of that first power play, all of that second power play. Really, it was only when that they had that initial center ice faceoff to start the period they didn't have puck possession, and just a lethal power play. And, you know, sometimes this is what these teams do. They don't control puck possession 5-on-5. They wait for their opportunities on the power play, on the special teams, and they convert, and that's exactly what the Young Nationals have been doing.
2 for 3 in this game on the power play as that puck is sent in by defenseman Ryan Thompson. But the Reps, they're looking to answer back, now down 2 as they try to push it through the neutral zone. Daniel Dennis was trying to get that outstretched pass, but that is picked up by the Nationals. And another stretch pass is intercepted, this time by the reps. They try to dump it in. That's number 66, Michael Powell, who sends it out of play. And this faceoff looks to be coming to the neutral zone side, I think. I don't think anyone thinks that was intentional. We're going to have a neutral zone faceoff.
Yeah, I mean, that would be hard to make that look intentional on that play. And the reps, they got to get going here. You know, they started each period not like they wanted. It was 2 early goals, early in the first and early in the second, and now they need to get themselves back into this game.
Carter Barrett, his pass does not find the stick of his winger, as that is intercepted by the Nationals, trying to break through the neutral zone here. A 2-on-2 forming, and that's Saw. He picks it up, sends it down low. Nice hit, jostles the puck loose. But the Nationals are able to maintain possession only for a moment, though, as the reps trying to break it out of their own zone. A 3-on-2 off of a nice stretch pass. Larkin, he finds the stick of McMahon. McMahon unable to get a shot through. As the Nationals, a good transition defense from them to break up that 3-on-2 rush attempt. And that will be hit up and out of play. Looks like a faceoff's coming to the zone of the young Nationals. Cooper Deschamps not tested at all in the second period so far.
Yeah, and I'm sure he likes that. Makes his job a lot easier. But an offensive zone faceoff for the reps. We've seen them hem the young Nationals in their zone a lot in the first period. They need to be able to replicate that. 11:19 left to go in the period already. This period's going by quick. So the reps, not that they're running out of time, but they don't want to get themselves emotionally checked out of this game.
That was a huge hit at the blue line, leading to a pretty decent shot opportunity, but the Nationals, and that's Solomon starting the breakout for his team. He finds Ethan Saw. Saw trying to break in. He's got some wheels, unable to get that puck deep as the reps, they turn the other way. Picked up by the Nationals in the neutral zone. But before it can get too deep, the reps are able to pick it up. An icing waved off by the officials, and that's Dennis going to chase the puck. A puck battle ensues. Oh, a big cross-check there from Luke Solomon into the boards. That will be a penalty 100%. And I believe we actually have incidental minors here. The cross-checking call from number 66, Luke Solomon of the Nationals. And it would seem to me that number 79, Daniel Dennis, is going off for the slash. I believe this will be 2 incidental minors, 5-on-5 action still to come.
Yeah, it's tough on those calls because 2 guys go into the box, but one certainly looked more egregious than the other. Obviously, the Solomon cross-check was a much bigger sight to behold. We saw the Reps Hockey Club player right into the boards there, but I think that was more of a size mismatch than anything. You know, when you get a bigger player going into a smaller player in the boards, calls like that are often going to happen because it looks so egregious.
That was Joshua Deason with a quick little shot off of the faceoff. Reps still employing that overload technique, and that's kept in by Morgan only for a moment. As O'Connor, he goes to chase the puck in his own zone. O'Connor, he finds the winger up near center ice. Reps still maintain possession in their own zone. Looking to generate a chance off a rush attempt. That's Mason breaking in along the near side wall. Mason has an opportunity. Centering pass, scores! James Guinea pots one in for the Reps as this game is now 2-1. James Guinea off of the great pass from number 88, Callum Mason. And this game now is within 1.
Yeah, that was beautiful from Callum Mason to pick up the puck in the neutral zone, drive towards the net, and then find Guinea wide open back door. The Petawawa, Ontario native with a nice play there. And that was really nice. He drew attention to himself and then almost employed what the young Nationals did on their power play goal. Drew all the defenders to one side, throw it to an open man back door.
And it's worth noting, Sammy, this is the Reps' 3rd game this past week, whereas the Nationals, they haven't played a game in over 8 days. Do you think that plays any bit of a factor into this game?
I mean, I think it might have a small factor towards the end of the game, towards the latter half of the 3rd period, but these are young kids. They got a lot of energy, so I wouldn't think of it as a limiting element in this game.
And that puck will be called for the icing call, going all the way back down to the Reps zone. And that was just a great play from Callum Mason, picking that puck up in the neutral zone, streaking down the near side wall, centering it for James Guinea. Callum Mason, he is an underrated player for this Reps team.
That's right. He's not the biggest player, I'll tell you that. Right now we have him listed at 5'7", 157, but he has a lot of speed and his hands are very nice, and we saw it on full display there, using that speed to take himself wide, get around a couple Nationals men, and fire that one into the crease.
That was dumped around the back of the net by Augustine as the Reps, they look to break it out of their own zone, trying to even this game before the end of the second period. That's the winger sending it onto the net of Deschamps, turned away to the corner as the Reps looking to strive any type of offensive momentum, cutting into the middle of the ice, and that puck is sent off the pad of Deschamps. Shot from the point is sent wide, but is reclaimed by Noah Daba, who sent it to his winger. Cycling it now are the Reps. Nice little cutting move from Powell. That shot wasn't able to get through, but they're able to maintain possession. Daba at the top of the corner, at the top of the slot. He sends that puck high and wide and taken at the back of the net. Nice job to keep it in by the Reps, playing a little tic-tac-toe with the D partners. There will be a penalty assessed towards the Young Nationals as the ref's hand goes up. However, they do not have a whistle just yet. 6 skaters on for the Reps. Daba, he has it at the top there. Pass it to Powell. Powell with the shot, and that gets tipped by Luke Solomon high and out of play. And there will be, it looks like, a slash called upon the Young Nationals.
And that is tough for the Young Nationals. You saw it was Jacob Aptekar without a stick for quite some time there, forced to just play the body and move around. And that's not the penalty you want to take, especially not now when the Reps are starting to gain their momentum back. They scored that 2-1 goal, and now a long power play, seeing as the puck has been in the zone for quite some time.
And it looked like number 16, Ryan Thompson, the defenseman, heading off for the Young Nationals, and he's a valuable penalty killer to the squad as well. And it will be only a 2-minute no double minor here with just under 8.5 minutes left to go in the second period. If you're the Reps, how important is it that you generate some type of momentum here halfway through the second?
I mean, I think they're in a good spot right now. You know, they got that goal to cut the lead in half. They had the Nationals hemmed in their own zone, and they were moving the puck around nicely. I think now is about generating pucks onto the net of Deschamps and making sure that they take advantage of a golden opportunity. And don't even try to rush it. I mean, there's a lot of game left to play. They're back in the driver's seat, and this represents a golden opportunity for them to tie it up.
And that's number 16, Dylan Hancock, lining up to take the face-off, their top centerman. And he is unable to win it. However, a puck battle ensues on that far side corner, and the Reps, they get it. That's Barrett at the top. He sends it down to the winger. Dumping it down low for Dennis. Dennis unable to pot that one home. O'Connor, he has it at the top. Pass it back down to his winger there. Barrett, he has it. Sends it back down low. Gives it back to Barrett. Barrett to O'Connor. O'Connor one-timer, and that goes high and wide. And that's sent around the far side boards. Tries to get back up to O'Connor. O'Connor able to keep that one in. That was Barrett pinching at the line. And O'Connor, he gets the puck going, but that will be called an offside.
I think that's a hand pass on the play there. He caught it and transitioned it incorrectly to his teammate. So hand pass, you never want to be able to do that. But I do like that they've been hemming the Nationals deep in the zone. They're putting a lot of guys on the forecheck in the corners, in deep, to ensure they keep puck possession, something we've seen this Reps Hockey Club team all season long.
And that's Noah Daba. He's right back out there after taking off what seemed like only about 30 seconds as he is now quarterbacking this power play for the Reps, trying to break it into the National zone. A nice little feed from the boards. A nice odd man rush here. All alone is Guinea. Guinea. Oh my goodness, what a save from Cooper Deschamps, spreading the pads out and denying James Guinea on what seemed like a surefire goal.
Yeah, a beautiful save from Deschamps there. But I got to give credit to Guinea. That pass, while on his stick, was juggling a little bit. We saw him trying to corral it just before he got in the crease. To get the shot off was really effective. I mean, the best shot he could have got off, but Deschamps makes the save look even better.
And the Nationals able to win that puck back around the net as they send it all the way down the length of the ice. And that was Guinea unable to hold the line. As the Reps, they look to regroup in their own zone. A great opportunity for the Reps, probably their best chance since that goal they had earlier in the first period. Reps, they get it. That's Guinea along the side wall. Dennis, he goes to help him out. That's up top for Butler. Butler, he takes it himself. Tries to get it down around the back of the net, but that is intercepted by a stick of the Young Nationals and sent right back down to Luke DeFonso. The Reps coming in with some speed in their own zone. A nice forecheck from the Nationals breaks that attempt up, and that's intercepted. That's all alone. Young Nationals with an opportunity. That's no goal. I believe that hit off the crossbar. That looked like number 85, Oliver Omasta, who had that chance. And the Reps, Butler, he takes it. Nice hit from number 88, Alexander Hahn, to knock the puck off of his stick. As that goes to O'Connor. O'Connor, he's trying to skate it in. Almost offside, but no call from the referee. Powell, he takes it around the back of the net. Keegan McMahon, he has it, trying to center it. The Nationals able to break that attempt up. Butler, he dumps it right back in. And that's Jack Larkin going to forecheck for the Reps as we are back to even strength now. A decent power play for the Reps, but unable to get anything across the line.
And you could argue the best opportunity coming from the Young Nationals off a sloppy turnover at the blue line. I think the Reps Hockey Club should go and give that post a kiss.
That's exactly right, Sammy. I'm sure everyone on the Reps would love to do that. None more than number 95, Luke DeFonso, the goaltender. And the Reps. O'Connor shot from the point. That's a blocker save from Deschamps. Another shot from the point, and that is swallowed into the glove of Deschamps there. A couple weak shot from the point, but it will result in an offensive zone face-off.
I think the Reps did a good job at keeping the puck down low, like I said earlier, but I think they need to get a little bit more mobile on their power play. They weren't giving the puck carriers a lot of options, especially when they get hemmed by two ensuing Young Nationals defense. You got to make sure that you're giving your guy enough options to get rid of the puck when put in pressure towards the boards on the power play.
Hancock, he's in a puck battle down low with Alexander Hahn of the Nationals. Nationals able to rim that puck around the boards, and Morgan, he chases after it. Morgan, he sends it to the winger, and the Reps dump it right back down around the net of Deschamps. Nationals trying to cycle it. That's Hahn who has it at the circle. Stripped of the puck from Larkin. And the Reps, they maintain possession. Up top to Daba. Daba shot through traffic. That hits the skate of a Young Nationals, but unable to clear it as the Reps, they maintain possession behind the net of Deschamps. Centering pass! Unable to get through. Not Jack Larkin, excuse me. That was Dylan Hancock who had the puck on his stick, but unfortunately, that for him, that shot unable to get through Cooper Deschamps.
And I would make the argument that that play all started because of Daniel Dennis. You saw the pass over to the point earlier this shift, and that was going towards the top of the circle. And instead of taking it, corralling it, and trying to make the pass back almost blindly, Daniel Dennis just simply deflected it towards the point on the backhand. That was beautiful to keep the play going.
Nationals doing a good job of tying up that face-off as Zurich, one of the men who opened the scoring in this game for the Nationals, takes it down low. And the Nationals content of just sticking at that offensive zone blue line, trying to negate the rush attempts of the Reps. Zurich, he has the puck knocked off of his stick by Morgan. And that's Mason. He takes it into his own zone, gives it back to O'Connor. O'Connor trying to find the headman of Guinea. A little bit of miscommunication between Guinea and Morgan there. And that's Daddario. Nice pass, hits the stick of Guinea, but right onto the stick of the Young Nationals as they have an opportunity here as that puck is sent in deep behind the net. Nationals trying to cycle it in that corner. Centering pass, shot on from the Nationals. I believe that was Alexander Hahn with a nice shot attempt, unable to get anything through. Reps, they collect the puck back. Trying to break it out of their zone, and they are able to. But that's number 77, Kinsella, going to grab the puck around the net of of Cooper Deschamps. Turnover at the blue line, and the Reps James Guinea electing to just dump that puck deep. A bit of a stalemate here in this one since that power play. Not a ton of grade A opportunities, a lot of turnovers in the neutral zone. As yet again, that puck is turned over by the Reps, but they get it right back. Some sloppy passing here as McMahon, he elects just to dump that puck deep for Michael Powell to chase. Powell ensuing in a puck battle with Kinsella in the corner there. Kinsella, he's able to rim it around able to be pinched in by Daba. A great pinch, able to get it right back down to the winger. O'Connor, his shot on, trying to find a tip in front, unable to find one. Daba, he sends it down low. Larkin, he's working that puck in the corner, up to Daba. Daba, his shot hits the shin pad of number 63, Aptekar. Augustine, he takes it through the neutral zone, trying to make a move on O'Connor. Centering pass finds no one as Robert Zamet was just coming on from the bench. Zamet, he has it on the near side board, trying to centering pass. Again, that is intercepted by the Nationals. A bit of a sloppy play from Keegan McMahon, sending that puck right onto the stick of Alexander Hahn.
Yes, I mean, it seems like the team that's going to succeed in this game is the one that limits the turnovers. Throughout the second period, especially after the 2-1 goal, we have seen some sloppy passing predominantly in the neutral zone, and both teams are going to need to tighten it up if they want to run away with this one.
That's exactly right, Sammy. A couple not even missed passes, but it seems like the puck is just being knocked off of everyone's stick, whether it be from a poke check or a bit of a mishandled pass. Past couple minutes here since that Reps power play has been a little sloppy from both teams heading into this intermission, coming in just under 2 minutes. Deschamps behind the back of his net to play that puck for Wilkinson. Wilkinson sending it on the other side of the boards. Pinching now are the Reps as they are able to keep that puck in. Reps trying to get a centering pass as they always try to do. Nice little cycle in the near side wall. Centering pass, unable to get through to Butler. But that's Dennis going and chasing it around the back of the net of Deschamps. Nationals able to clear that puck only for a moment, though, as Butler regains possession and finds Hancock. Puck knocked off the stick. Dangerous attempt. DeFonso, dangerous play, going to play that puck with the National skater right in his face. Able to send it down the length of the ice. No icing, obviously, as Hancock is able to pinch that in. Just over a minute left to go. Hancock shot. That's blocked by the skate. Apologies for the technical difficulties. Just under a minute now in this second period. Dennis and Wilkinson ensuing in a puck battle in that corner. Nationals, I'm sure, are happy just to kill some time here with that puck along the boards. Not giving the Reps any type of opportunity to get a puck on net as that shot is blocked. Going the other way with it now is Omasta. Gets the puck knocked up off of his stick. And the Reps, they move the other way. Reps looking for any sort of offense here in the dying seconds of the second period. And that will be called for an icing.
And I want to go back a couple minutes or maybe a minute or so to the Luke DeFonso play there. That was the right move. You know, it's a risky play to come out of your net. I know we've all seen like horror stories of goalies coming out, tripping up, and letting in an easy goal. But if he doesn't there, that's a lot of time for the Nationals to get something set up deep into his zone. So right play to pop out and make a swift pass and not allow your team to get caught flat-footed.
Nationals able to win that faceoff as they look for one last attempt here. And that's Zurich trying to break into the Rep zone. Augustine is with him. Nice little hit from Guinea. Knocks Augustine off the puck. But that will be called for an offside. A little pushing and shoving at the end of the play. That was James Guinea giving Alex Morgan a little. Sorry, not James Guinea. That was Joseph Chiella giving Alex Morgan a little bit of a shove after the whistle. Augustine lining up to take the faceoff. He wins it cleanly back to Hahn. They go D to D. Augustine knocked down by Callum Mason. No call on the play. Reps, they cycle it all far around the boards, and that will do it for the second period. 2-1 heading into the third for the Young Nationals. A pretty tightly contested game, a little sloppy there at the end of that second period. These players do get a 15-minute intermission between second and third periods. How important is that in a game like this?
I think it's huge for the Young Nationals. I mean, I just don't know how sustainable that this strategy has been. I mean, of course, it proved to their advantage in the first period. They're up 2-0. They still go into the third with a 2-1 lead. But the Reps, they've controlled majority of the puck possession so far in this game. And getting your air back, getting your lungs back is very important because I have a feeling they're up for a lot of offense coming from the Reps. The Reps are going to drive everything they have over to Cooper Deschamps, and he's going to be faced with a tall task.
Interesting note here, the Nationals sending out one of their bottom lines with Saw and Petco out there. They often do start this line to start a period more of an energy line, to get those legs back underneath this team. But that puck is won by the Reps, and that's Morgan sending it to his D partner, O'Connor. O'Connor, he gets the puck lost in his skates. A turnover here maybe for the Nationals as they get the puck at the blue line of the Reps. O'Connor, he's trying to fight with Saw to get that puck back in, and is Morgan picking it up for the Reps, trying to break it out cleanly. And that's sent in by Chiella. Nationals chasing it back. DeFonso, he tries to slow that puck down, unable to do so. As Petco, he gets that puck. But the Reps trying yet again to break it out of their own zone. O'Connor, he takes the puck around his net. Apologies for the camera angle here, folks. We only got that one camera. But now you see Ty Augustine, he's right back on. A nice stretch pass from the D. Hits the stick of number 79, Daniel Dennis. Dennis, he's trying to work with the puck down in the corner. That will be a penalty called against the Young Nationals. I believe that was number 77, Kinsella, tripping the forward Daniel Dennis, who is trying to find the puck in the corner. Not a great penalty to take.
And a good draw there from Dennis. Not saying he embellished, but a good draw to make sure he kept puck possession on the long stretch pass. He had 3 men on him, got it in deep, drew the penalty, and now a golden opportunity for his squad.
And, we often talk about the penalty, but not so much as who takes the penalty. Kieran Kinsella taking that penalty for the Nationals. He's one of their top defensemen and surely missed on this penalty kill unit. That's D'Addario trying to find the winger, unable to do so as the Nationals a 2-on-1 forming here for them on the penalty kill. Centering pass for Augustine, and that's swallowed up by DeFonso. A shot in tight, and that is Ty Augustine unable to shove it through the pads of DeFonso. A great play from the Nationals to turn nothing into something, and a bit of a sloppy play from the Nationals to turn that puck over at the blue line.
Certainly sloppy to turn it over, but that was great defending and great goaltending to cut off that pass angle. Zachary Surek, he had the opportunity for a shot at one point. He elected to pass, and everyone in the rink knew that pass was coming, as did number 95, Luke DeFonso. He got across the crease very quickly and made that hard save look easy.
Reps, they're able to dump it into the National zone. Guinea, he's trying to get that puck alongside his winger. That puck will be cleared, though, by Augustine, sent all the way back down to DeFonso, and he plays it to Morgan. Morgan trying to headman his winger. That's O'Connor. Tripped on the play. That will be another penalty. Yes, it will be. That will be number 66, Luke Solomon, heading to the box. But we'll have to hold that thought for just a moment. Slap shot from the slot. That goes off the pad of Deschamps. Nice slap shot from Alex Morgan. And that play will be blown dead. Another tripping call. 5-on-3 coming up for the Reps.
That is a tough penalty to take if you're the Nationals in the neutral zone. If you're Aptekar, I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to be aggressive, not allow the zone entry, but this is now a great opportunity to tie the game and get all the momentum onto the Reps side. They haven't had the strongest power play so far. In fact, it's been the Young Nationals with the best chances shorthanded, but now lots of ice to work with.
Apologies for my call. That is, in fact, number 63, Jacob Abdikar, not number 66, Luke Solomon, heading to the box. As the Reps, they're looking to cycle it on this 5-on-3. Morgan unable to find Guinea, but Guinea doing some nifty little footwork. Gives it to the slot. That was Daniel Dennis, rather. Hancock, he gives it back to Dennis. Back up to Daba. Daba, he's been the number 1 quarterback for this power play unit all game. Shot on from the top of the circle. That goes off the pad of Deschamps and cleared down by the Nationals. No real shots on this 5-on-3 with just under 10 seconds to go of 5-on-3 time. And of course, the Nationals will still be down a man for the next minute and a half or so. Daba, shot from the point. That is turned away by Deschamps. If you're the Reps, you got to be thinking that a goal needs to come pretty soon here. Dennis, nice little move there. Great save by Deschamps in tight. Rebound shot from O'Connor. Another save. What a save from Deschamps on that rebound attempt from O'Connor. But O'Connor, he gets it back. Shot from the point. Trying to find the tip. Rebound in front for Dennis. Scores! Daniel Dennis trying to get the tip home. Tips it down. Nice little backhand shot. And that is now 2-2 on the power play.
And Simon, if anyone deserves that goal, it is number 79, Daniel Dennis. We've seen him be a catalyst for the offense in this game. We saw that nice little move in front. We've seen him use his, and I'll say what you say, nifty hands quite a bit in the offensive zone. He generated that first chance, kept it in on the other, and then finally pots one home. The reps are absolutely buzzing right now, and if you're the Young Nationals, you need to try to flip this script right away, or else the reps, they could run away with this.
After calling a bunch of reps games this season, I think I can say with full confidence that that was their best power play of the season so far, and they are rewarded with a goal as a late offside call from the officials. I was going to say I thought I did see that puck come on the other side of the blue line, but a late call from the officials there. These linesmen, they like their late calls from time to time.
That's always frustrating as a player, too, because you have a flip in a switch in your head that flips. You're like, oh, we're not offside, we're good. And then when the whistle blows, you're just frustrated because you feel like it's time wasted.
This energy line of Ethan Saw and Petco right back out there for the Nationals. Coach trusting these guys to try and get the energy up as Butler dumps that puck in behind Deschamps. Hahn, he plays the puck to his D partner, unable to find his stick, and that's picked up by Powell. Powell, he's trying to center it for McMahon. Unable to do so as McMahon, he's tangled up with Solomon around the back of the net. As the Nationals, they break it out of their own zone. Nationals dumping it down behind the net of DeFonso Saw. That line is still out there after the reps goal. Saw taking it, trying to cycle it to Petco. And that will be picked up by the defenseman pitching in, Ryan Thompson. Reps able to center that one, and that is passed up to Jaudoin.
Oh, so late, Simon.
Oh.
So late.
I didn't even call it because it was so late.
I hate when they take their time like that to process it. I understand it was a close play. The foot was dragging there from the reps to try to stay onside, but that is so frustrating when you get it that deep into the zone just to hear the whistle.
Not a great call indeed. As the Nationals, they are able to win that faceoff. Trying to dump it deep into the zone is Chiella. Going to chase it is Zurich. Tight shot hits the post of DeFonso. And that is sent right back deep by Chiella. Going to chase it now is Petco. But the reps able to pick that puck up around the back of their own net. Picked up by Powell. Powell, nice move between his legs. Centering shot. Unable to find the back of the net are the reps, but a great move from Michael Powell to center that one as the puck just goes over the crossbar, and that puck is sent all the way down the length of the ice for an icing.
And Simon, that was filthy. I mean, I've said it a couple times, but Powell, he is one of the strongest offensive minds on this reps team. He always seems to find himself in breakaway opportunities or find himself lanes to cut towards the net. And we saw it on full display there with those filthy hands. Putting it through your legs behind the back, that's pretty tough to do.
That is
even when
pretty
you're
tough to
stationary
do.
with a man on defending you. That is excellent, and it gave them a really good chance.
LaRock, he sends that one through for Zurich. Not able to get any type of shot through. Some good transition defense from the reps. Stretch pass, trying to find Guinea. And that puck is lifted off of his stick. Zurich, he sends it down to the rep zone, but it's picked up by the defenseman. Nice move there to get past the winger, Daba. He sends it down low. Going to chase it is Guinea. Picked up. Nice backhand shot from number 79, Daniel Dennis, trying to find his second one of the game. That's swallowed up by Cooper Deschamps. Daniel Dennis, man, he has just been all over this game. A couple nice backhand plays early on. He scored on the backhand to tie it up, trying to find another backhand goal. Unable to do so, though. But the reps lining up for an offensive zone face-off.
Yeah, and this reps team, they're a very well-constructed team. I don't think they have one guy I would say is like their superstar. You know, they're not a team that has like an Arjun Nanambai, for example, but they're a team that just has a bunch of solid players who play their roles very, very well and very effectively. I think if they can keep on playing their roles, they can get away with this game and do a lot with this season in front of them.
O'Connor. Sorry, that was Butler sending it across the way to O'Connor. O'Connor trying to center that pass for Larkin, picked up by the Nationals as they head the other way quickly. Abdikar, he gets the puck knocked off of his stick, but that's Ethan Saw going to chase it. He's there. Petco, he tries to find that puck along the side wall. but that's Hahn going down deep. Nationals trying to get something going. Ethan Saw unable to get anything past Defonso, and that was Abdikar trying to pot in the rebound. Defonso saying no as the reps head the other way. McMahon shot from the top of the blue line. That misses wide. Slap shot there from Daddario. Nice save from Cooper Deschamps. Calmly getting that one right on the logo. Blown whistle, obviously. Another offensive zone faceoff for the reps.
And I love that opportunity there from Joshua Daddario. Just to step in one and fire it onto the net of Deschamps. You don't see that too often in today's game. The slap shot just being used as a shot in general, not on the one-timer, just a stationary walk-up slap shot. You love to see it because he's got some power behind that, but Deschamps, he made that save look easy.
Another shot from number 18, Noah Daba, who's been their top defenseman this game, it would seem. He's been out on the ice seemingly for half the game as Daddario, he's trying to win another faceoff here in the offensive zone. Referee going to drop the puck, taking his time though, but the Nationals able to win that to the winger, rimming it around the boards. Chasing after now is Petco for the Nationals, applying some pressure onto Daba, but Daba is able to strip him of the puck. Daba looking for his D partner Morgan, gets it to him. Morgan, he has some difficulty controlling that puck, but gets it down low to Daddario. Daddario trying to cycle that puck deep in that far side corner where we've seen, it seems like, half of this game take place. Nationals able to break it out of their zone as Augustine, he's trying to create something at the offensive zone blue line. A nice move, but the puck gets knocked off of his stick. Oh my goodness, Ty Augustine takes a mean slash to 88 Callum Mason, and that will assuredly be a penalty. Mason still down on the ice as finally the referee blows his whistle. That's never good to see.
And that's such an unnecessary play there from Ty Augustine. I get that he was tied up with Callum Mason there. I understand the frustrations. You were up 2-0 in this game. It's 2-2. The reps are controlling possession, but just a silly penalty to take at this point of the game while the reps have all momentum. You got to feel bad for Mason because we've all taken a slash like that before. It hurts a lot. So the reps, the best thing they can do for their pal, no pun intended, is to get this one in. And perhaps they're giving him a major here as we see it's Petco going to the box.
I was going to say, I did see the timekeeper and the scoreboard flash the 5 minutes up on the board, and yes, that will be a major as number 17, Reed Petco, will take Augustine's place in the penalty box.
And if I was a betting man, Simon, I would say that is the turning point of the game here. That gives just under 2 minutes left to go, just over 2 minutes left to go for the Nationals. By the time this one ends, as a major, it runs regardless. So the reps, they could score 18 goals. It will end after 5 minutes anyway. So this just an awful time for the Nationals to take a penalty like that, and just an awful play from Ty Augustine.
I was going to say, sometimes here at the Six Hockey, we do give some of these referees a bit of a tough time with some of their calls that they make, but that is 100% the right call. Just an egregious play from Ty Augustine that has no place in this league. And now the 5-minute major will ensue. That's Barrett taking it at the top. He gives it down to Jaudoin. Up back top now for Barrett. Barrett finds Morgan. Morgan centering it for Hancock. Hancock shot is tipped high and wide. And O'Connor, he takes it around the back of the net. D-man sliding down, trying to generate any sort of offense he can. He drops it off for Hancock. Hancock having some difficulty controlling it, but now he does. Hancock, he's looking to shoot. Centering pass hits the skate of the defenseman. Unable to get through as Ethan Saw, he chases after the puck, and the Nationals able to clear that puck down as O'Connor chases after it in his own zone as the penalty killers go for a change. That's Abdikar and Zamet coming on for the Nationals. Power play unit also changing up here slightly. Morgan comes on for O'Connor. That pass is intercepted by Chiella. Chiella sends it onto the net. Defonso, rebound open. Luckily for the reps, no one there to pot it home as it was over skating by Zamet. No offside, says the official, and that puck is sent up to Daba. Nice move to get around Abdikar. Sends it for Morgan. Morgan, he sends it back down low. Up back top to Morgan. Morgan Shot on from the point. That's a save from Deschamps. Maybe hit a body in front. Either way, it is now along the near side wall here as Daba goes to collect it with Zaman and Abdikar all over him. Powell, he gets it around the net. Centering pass, broken up. I think that may have hit the side of the net there. Cycling it down low was Jodouin. Sorry, that was Noah Daba at the point because Jodouin is a forward. Daba, he picks it up. Sends it down to McMahon. McMahon able to keep it in despite some good pressure from Abdikar. Cycling it again is Powell. He's able to find Lark. Jodouin. Jodouin's pass to Morgan, unable to get through the center of the ice as Chiella had a great play in breaking that up. Daba shot from the point, scores! Noah Daba giving the Reps a 3-2 lead here late in the third period off of that 5-minute major power play. Noah Daba, a great shot from the point through traffic, beats Cooper Deschamps, 3-2 Reps.
And Simon, we were just talking about how effective Noah Daba has been for the Reps throughout this season and, of course, throughout this game, emerging as that number one D-man and still lots of time on the power play. That's why these power plays are so tough to take because they're still shorthanded for so long. The Reps have barely made a dent in this power play, and they've taken the lead, and right now it's looking like they're going to hold on to it.
Butler, he takes it around his net. Again, apologies for the technical difficulties. There is just over 2.5 minutes left to go in this power play, and now under 5 minutes to go in this game. This seems like this game it will be heading the Reps' way, but it ain't over till it's over, as they say. Butler trying to hold the line now, unable to do so. As a rush here forming for the Nationals. That's Shurik. His shot finds the glove of DeFonso, and he lets it go. A good play from him not to get the whistle there. Not allowing the Nationals to take any sort of breather here. Reps getting the puck deep into the zone. Mason, he carries it through. Saw picks it up for the Nationals, though, and he elects to dump it the length of the ice down to the net of DeFonso, and he will play it. Daddario, he's streaking through that far side wall. Can't go anywhere, though. As you notice, a player was offside. Chiella almost had a 2-on-1 there with Omasta. Fortunately for the Reps, a great defensive play from Morgan. Some confusion here. That will be another penalty, I believe, coming up towards the Nationals. Reps up in arms about this call. Unfortunately for us, we were not able to see the penalty, but I do believe they're motioning towards number 96, Ethan Saw, to head to the penalty box.
Whatever it was, Simon, it must have been egregious. We saw James Guinea really up in arms coming off the bench there, and it must have been something very obvious because right away play stopped, and now it's looking like a timeout is the smart call here for really either team.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You know, if you are the Nationals, you need to give your penalty killers a little bit of a breather. Now down 5-on-3 for the next minute or so as there's still about a minute left to go in that 5-minute major. And if you're the Reps here, you know, give that top unit a break trying to make this game 4-2, maybe try to design a nice little set play off of this opening faceoff. What do you think the conversation is on the Reps bench?
I think for sure the Reps want to take advantage of the space that they do have. This is a golden opportunity. It's an absolutely nail in the coffin territory right now. If you're the Young Nationals, you really have one strategy, and that's just cover the front of the net. Don't allow any clean shot lanes. Don't allow any clean passing lanes, and just get the puck out. I would be shocked to see them get even remotely aggressive on zone entry, as if they miss their mark, then that would be a 5-on-2, and obviously would leave Cooper Deschamps out to dry.
And this top unit of Hancock, Dennis, Jodouin, Barrett, and Morgan out there yet again for this Reps power play that has looked fantastic in this game. That faceoff is won by Hancock, but it is sent down the length of the ice by the Nationals. Good job from the centerman to get that puck down low after losing the faceoff as Barrett, he takes the puck deep in his own zone. 45 seconds left to go in this 5-on-3. Hancock, he's able to get by the Thompson, sends it on net, unable to get it past Deschamps as that puck yet again is cleared the length of the ice. Now just over 30 seconds left to go on the 5-on-3 with a minute remaining on the slashing penalty to Saw. Barrett, he has the puck at the point, gives it to Hancock. Some good pressure by Thompson to rid him of the puck, but it is picked up by Dennis. Dennis, nice move, cuts it to Hancock. Hancock centering pass for Morgan, not able to find him, but Morgan able to reclaim the puck. Gives it to Hancock. Hancock finds Morgan at the top of the zone. Shot through traffic, save from Deschamps. Gives it back to Hancock. That puck is not able to find the tip from Daniel Dennis, but he is able to remain the puck carrier. Great phrasing by me, I may add. Alex Morgan gives it to Dennis. Dennis back to Hancock. Wide open net, scores. What a fantastic play. Great pass from Daniel Dennis. And number 16, Dylan Hancock, makes this 4-2.
And that was a gorgeous play. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. That was beautifully choreographed to get it up to the point and get Hancock open for the cross-ice pass. He had the whole 4x6, and he made no mistake about it. And it just shows you what a big penalty can do to this game. It seemed like the Nationals were right into this. I mean, they had the game under their belts. They were leading going into the third. Big penalty, and that's what happens.
That's exactly right, Sammy. And, that 5-minute major that we saw Ty Augustine take, not only a stupid penalty, an egregious play, but really was the TSN 6 hockey turning point in this game.
That's right. And I mean, I feel bad for Cooper Deschamps. I mean, he has been playing so solid all game long. I wouldn't attribute any of the goals to being his fault. It's just hard to play when you're shorthanded most of the game and your team's being hemmed in your own zone most of the game. He has played excellent, and the Reps, credit to them, obviously, they've converted on their chances, but the Nationals, I do believe they threw this one away.
Just a disaster of a third period here for the Nationals. Seemed like almost half this period has been on the penalty kill for them as we enter the last minute and a half or so of this game. McMahon breaking through. Nice hit from Wilkinson to knock him off of the puck. Mason, he goes to chase the puck behind the net. Another puck battle, and that was O'Connor striding down low. Chiella, defenseman Chiella, trying to make a move, unable to get anything past the defensive pair there. Nationals trying to get one last gas, and wouldn't be surprised if they were to pull Cooper Deschamps in a moment if they are able to get possession of the puck. And that puck is sent all the way down. No icing, says the referee, is Matthew Maw. He sends it up the way. Reps reclaim possession in their own zone, trying to get another little breakout. Maw, he gets an interception, gets it to Abdikar. Abdikar trying to send it onto the net. And another penalty. My goodness. Looks like this one is coming to the Reps, though, as I believe it was an interference or a slash call. Charged to number 20, Carter Barrett.
Yeah, and it looks like it could have either been a slash or a hold. I was going to say that the referees, they always make their hand signals ambiguous for some reason in this league. But to me, that looked like it could have been a hold based on what the referees were saying. And now, I mean, I would be shocked if this play off the face-off is not a score now play, a set play right off the face-off, because 51 seconds left in this one, and they are, of course, running out of time. They need to find a way to throw a puck on net right away, maybe pick up a rebound, give themselves 45 seconds-ish to work with if they want a chance to tie it.
That's exactly right, Sammy. Obviously, Cooper Deschamps will be pulled. It will be, presumably, you would think it is going to be a 6-on-4 here for the rest of this game, bearing a goal from the Young Nationals. What type of, set plays are you calling in beer league in a situation like this?
Well, in beer league, which is basically the show, I'd assume that it's going to be a tied-up face-off, trying to get it back towards the point, have those wingers jump in, and you can do that with your 6 players, but they might have a guy go deep for a one-timer or go right to the back post. So it'll be interesting to see if he can win it cleanly.
The goal scorer, Zurich, he's out there on his offside for that one-timer. That shot is sent high and out of play. Zurich, we saw him score the opening goal just minutes into this game on the power play of the Nationals. And yet again, he is lined up on his offside trying to get the Alex Ovechkin one-timer-esque goal. Chiella, he has it at the top of the zone, sends it to his D partner. Shot on from Larocque. unable to get through. Ciela, though, he grabs the puck back. That shot is sent wide. Zamet, he sends it around to Zurich. Picked up by the Reps, though, as they elect to dump that puck the rest of the length of the ice. No icing, obviously, as they are on the penalty kill. The referee's arm is up, signaling that there will be yet another penalty charged towards the Reps. The Nationals trying to generate any type of momentum here with 11 seconds left. Sam, did you see this penalty?
Yeah, I saw a bit of a skirmish behind the play as the Reps were dumping it out of the zone, but I am shocked that the whistle wasn't blown earlier. We saw the hand go up just as the puck was exiting the zone. Blow it earlier. I'm not saying give a chance to the Nationals, but just wasted a bunch of time on a technicality when the Nationals had to carry it back in. I'm sure if the Reps knew that there was a penalty coming, they would have elected not to touch it.
Shot here, wide open up from Zurich. What a save from Luke DeFonso to end this game. My goodness. And that will conclude this game. What a way to end this game for the Reps and Luke DeFonso. My goodness. Zachary Zurich looking for a heck of a one-time opportunity, but DeFonso saying no with the glove. Anyway, with that, the Reps will take this 4-2, your final here at Westwood Arena 1, and we will talk about this game in the booth.
Well, folks, there you have it. Reps taking this one in comeback fashion by a score of 4-2. A tough loss for the Young Nationals after getting a 2-0 lead early. Reps roaring back, scoring 4 unanswered goals to take this one. Sammy, what are your just initial thoughts of this game?
I mean, we know that the Reps, they have a tendency to come back in games. It's become their rep. I'm sorry. I don't even know if that's true. I just wanted to make the joke. But I did think it was a hard-earned victory from the Reps Hockey Club. Shows that they're never out of these games. The Young Nationals probably kicking themselves. They weren't able to close it down, weren't able to shut down the Reps offense. We've seen some bright spots from the Reps so far this year. There's been a couple flashes where we've seen they can compete at high levels, and we saw it here today.
DeFonso looked a bit shaky to start his season, but locked back in for the second and third periods. I just wanted to give him an honorable mention just before we move on to our 3 stars of the game because he's not in there. But let's just go right to our 3 stars of the game. Who do you got for those?
Third star, I got Noah Daba. He scored the game winner on that 5-minute major. He also picked up an assist in the game as well. Just a solid game from him. Daba is one of those guys who consistently drives offense for the Reps Hockey Club. A lot of the times when we hear his name, it's cycling in the offensive zone. So, I mean, when you're one of those forwards who spends most of your time on your shift in the offensive zone, again, you're doing something right. And he showed that he was doing something right today. My second star, I got to go to maybe who I think is one of the Reps Hockey Club's most valuable players, Daniel Dennis. He picked up another goal and another assist in today's game, and he's looked pretty unstoppable. He has the hands, he has the speeds, he has a great shot as well. Only time will tell how far he can take the Reps, but he's been a solid piece of their core. That takes me to the first star of the game. The Young Nationals, only player that showed up to play. Kidding, everyone played okay, but the one who played the best for the Young Nationals, none other than Zachary Zurich. That's a tough name.
That's a tough name to pronounce.
When you throw an S and a Z at me, I get lost. I have an S and Z in my last name. Great game from him, picking up the 2 goals. Has shown he is a solid goal scorer in the GTHL U16 AAA division. Not an easy feat to have. He uses his speed. He uses his body well to protect the puck, and he's got a good shot to boot, earning him the first star with those 2 goals. Again, put the team on your back, Zach.
Unfortunately for Zach and the Young Nationals, it was just not enough to overcome a loaded, but also pretty deep Reps Hockey Club. Get it? Reps Hockey Club, just like end of sentence, you know? I didn't have to say team.
Well, that's the nice thing about the Reps Hockey
team.
Club.
Yeah, I know, it's great.
That was awful.
It was awful. But you know what's not awful? This game and many more to come. Simple transition. Without any further ado, that will be all from us here at the 6 Hockey. Thank you so much for watching. Hit like if you liked it. Hit subscribe if you really liked it. You don't have to do both. We're not that greedy here. And for now, that is all from us. Once again, my name is Simon Hendricks. He's been Sammy Brzozowski. And until next time, have a great day, everybody.